are interested. It's called Waiting for the Elf. When an old person is not far from death, an elf will sometimes approach him and ask to sit inside his body a while, promising in return that the old one may look through the elf's eyes while the elf sits. Many an old person thinks, this is a fine trade, for their bodies are not much, and there's plenty of room for an elf inside. Perhaps they think seeing with an elf's eyes will help make sense of all of this. The elf, no bigger than the dream of a pea, enters easily, lets his eyes slip behind those of the old one, and then, sightless himself, begins to feel his way through the mysteries of the old dying body. The old one smiles when he first sees like an elf, and often laughs. This indeed explains most things. Meanwhile, the elf, his tiny hands outstretched, each foot tentative on the way, moves through the old man or woman as though he were a householder at midnight, the lights gone and an errand to run. Where did he leave it? Can he find it after so long? Where was his seat he had left so many years before? Each elf is born sitting on a three-legged ivory stool inside a baby. The first laugh of the baby expels the elf, and he must wander a human earth fraught with fierce dangers to one so small, until the infant's body is old, old to death. Then he may return and find his ivory seat. The old one hardly notices the footsteps of the elf inside, for the world he sees through the elf's eyes is such that he will wonder what is the glory of a butterfly to the wolf, or how alike in every way an apple and Mozart's music are. Elven eyes do not see things so much as the connection of things. When the elf stumbles on his ivory stool, somewhere deep in the pancreas or tucked behind a kneecap, he sits down, his eyes return, and the old one dies. Thank you.
Let's give him a big round. One more.